What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'?
You know the vibes. What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? This is Nicky, and welcome to Content Corner Live. You feel me? First and foremost, wherever you're watching this from, please hit that like. Just do me that favor, hit that like for the algorithm to be like, okay, people are watching. What's up? What we doing? Right? So do me that favor. Next, we are going to be talking about, should we be posting every single day, right? With all these different algorithm changes, does it help? Does it hurt? We're going to talk about that. Plus, I found some new AI tools that we're going to talk about. Talk about some recent updates that I got and results that I got, and all that great, amazing stuff. So let's talk about it. First and foremost, hold on, let me fix something real quick, because what I don't like about this, I want to get just the words, the people in the words. There we go. Okay. Bang. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna put it like right here. Should I put it like right here? I'll put it like right here. We'll do it right there. Okay. So we got the people on the chat. I need the chat to check in. Drop your favorite emoji, all of that amazing stuff. The blue is saying, yeah, feel me. Just trying something new. Just trying something new real quick and fast. I may change some colors upcoming, but 1 to 10, how are we feeling today in the chat? Let me know where you're checking in from, whether it is from a state, a city, or a country. Let me know what we doing in the building. Let me say hello to the people who Rain's in the building. What's up? I see you. Oh, here we go. What's poppin'? Global Love Living. Always love seeing you. Aaron, what's poppin'? You know what I mean? Lydia, what up? The fiance's in the building. You know what I mean? Trey Sean, what up? I see you. Solid 7. Okay. We got some 6s. Okay. What's up, Euro Auto enthusiast? It's big. And my mom's checking in. Everybody say hi to mom. My mom said, oh, I always press like. You know what I mean? I always press like. Shout out to mom. We got North Kakalaki in the building. Okay. Louisiana. Okay. Austin. All right. Tampa. Come on, Tampa. All right. Hopefully this camera, hold on, it's already acting up. See, I knew it. We're not even going to use that camera. We're not going to use that camera. Something's happening to this lovely webcam that be in and out. So let's just get into the show. Actually, I want to show a result before we get into the real conversation, right? Into the real conversation. But I want to show a result based off something that I've been talking about. Okay, so let's start with what we always start with. Let me get the lovely graphic going. Here we go. It's officially Content Corner time. So y'all know I've been talking about Poppy AI, right? So past 2 videos, I used Poppy AI altogether, and I got a 1 of 10 again. 8.7K. Let me show for the people who've been following this journey real quick. Okay. Shout out to the people who were on. So these past 2 videos I did with Poppy AI. Okay. And if y'all don't know what Poppy AI is, I have a whole video about it. I have a whole live about it. I ain't going to go too much into it, but we'll talk about it a little bit later. But I want to show you 2 weeks ago, 739, 3 weeks ago, 939, 1 month ago, 1.4, 1.2, 2.2. And when I use Poppy AI for the YouTube videos, 7.8, 8.8, and this one's still going. So I just wanted to show the results of what was happening because I've been geeked out about this tool, and it's for a reason. It's for a reason. Okay, so real quick shout out to Poppy A. They're not paying me. They're not doing it. They need to. You feel me? They need to. But no, I'm really, as I'm going through this journey and sharing the different tools that I'm using, I want to make sure you guys get that. So if you didn't get Poppy AI when I told y'all to, here you go. I'm putting it in the chat right now. Use the code Nicky. Should get you $25 off. Okay, that's bare minimum. 25. You feel me? But all right. So let's get into the conversation of the day. And I wanna share YouTube first. Then we're gonna get into Instagram and all that great stuff. So, all right, in the chat. Do you believe you have to post every single day? Yes or no? Do you believe that you have to post every single day? I like the dual headshots. Appreciate you. Tony, what up? I see you. What's poppin'? Let me know. And the reason why I bring up YouTube first, right? And it's gonna be super interactive today. The reason why I bring up YouTube first, and knowing that not everybody has an active YouTube channel, is because on this platform, you don't have to post every single day. We've seen too many different creators post maybe once a week, once a month, right? And go crazy, right? Now, if we go into LinkedIn, right? If we go into LinkedIn, which I'm taking a little bit more serious, yes or no, do you feel like you have to be every day on LinkedIn? Yes or no, right? And I'm seeing the people in, shout out to the chat, you know what I mean? We got two Tonys, come on. Janita said, nope. Nope, but it'll help if you're just starting. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Okay. Trey Sean said yes, no. Mark says yes. Okay, now, and let me pull up Instagram. On Instagram, people may feel like they have to post every single day. Now, for those people who said yes, are you saying yes because you feel the pressure to do so? Or, right, you legit feel I have to post every single day, right? Now, no right or wrong answer. I want to state that. No right or wrong answer. I just want to know what y'all thinking. That may depend on the content and if short or long content on YouTube. That's a fact. A couple times a week. I don't think so. In my homie the clown voice. So I want to show one of my favorite creators, right? One of my favorite creators. Boo. Let's go. Shout out to Roberto. Roberto creates some of the best storytelling, like reels about social media, AI, like fire. If you don't follow my guy, like you should, okay? But I'm gonna show you his last video and tell me if this is content that should be every single day.
Now that I've gotten on the internet, I'd rather be on my computer than doing just about anything.
It's really cool.
The internet gave us a whole world of exciting new possibilities. So I guess this is a story of how it changed our lives. Maybe it will yours too.
I am lost in a rainbow. No rainbow. The sun
feel like I'm gonna so get demonetized or not being able to monetize this live. So if that's the case, please hit that super chat and super thanks, because I'm already hearing this audio. But anyways. So fire. So fire. So fire. Right?
All right, check this out. This is some.
So that was 1 day ago. This was 4 days ago. Okay.
Insane. This is going viral. And
This was March 9th.
look, it's not easy.
Why does that say March 9th?
Insane. This is going
March
viral.
9th, March 8th,
Okay, my mind is blown.
March 3rd,
Okay, this is incredible.
February 18th. Okay. Now, I'm showing you this because once again, look at the quality.
All right, check this out. This is something we've never seen before. You can now generate expressive humans that don't exist directly from an audio input, meaning that you can record a voice note and without any image reference, it'll produce full videos of realistic people talking. But here's where it gets crazy. Most popular models today utilize lip sync, but the problem with lip sync is that most visual communication happens.
So you kind of see the I'll put in the chat. His username is RPM, but his name is Roberto P. Nixon. So I mean, fire, right? Love his stuff. But to get the quality that he gets, it takes a minute. It takes a minute. Now, what I will say is maybe before, was he a little bit more active? So let's look. And he even got an interview with Mark Zuck, which is amazing. Okay. So let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit.
So
This
imagine
was
that
June 1st.
this is what happens when a
Nope, he's always been that way.
Photoshop just,
Let me
look,
put
I
this
told you guys.
Okay, calm down. I'm looking at the dates real quick. So this is May 17th, May 16th, May 10th. So he has a rhythm. He definitely does probably a couple of times a week, but it's not every single day. But what he doesn't waver on is quality. What he doesn't waver on is storytelling. Okay? So that's one way of looking at it. Now, if we go and we scroll, let's look at Trap, right? Shout out to Trap. Now, I know Trap is every single day. He's putting pressure every single day, okay? So if I go, this was 37 minutes ago. This was 9 hours ago. This was 21 hours ago. Now, this is
And
amazing.
in front of you, just like most of you who's watching this, I've heard that this game is only for white folks. I beg to differ. You saying that you are worthy. I come to you saying,
That was 1 day ago. It was 2 days ago. 2 days ago. So there's certain creators, right? There's certain creators that will post every single day. And for the example of Trap, he has a team. So of course, he's posting multiple times a day because he has people who are creating, right? But when we look at maybe Roberto, he may be a one-man team, maybe two, an editor and himself, okay? Now, if we think about it from a standpoint of how some of these people are doing, and let me bring up David Shands. Shout out to him. He has a podcast summit that's coming up. So even himself, he has his hot seat. That was 8 hours ago, 1 day ago, 3 days ago. 5 days ago. So even David Shands is not posting as much on certain platforms, right? I feel like Traps, like his topics requires daily posts. Now that's a fact. That's a fact. Another good one to see. Let's see. Who could we put? I'm not putting Gary V. I ain't gonna hold you. That man has a team. That makes no sense, right? Let's see if we get Brock. Now let's look at Mahdi. Hold on. Shout out to Mahdi. Somebody tag him, be like, we talking about him. Now I love Mahdi. Mahdi probably posts every single day, but he creates the same kind of style that actually doesn't require him to go crazy, but it's very effective, right? So if we look at his post, very clean, very simple, white, black text, kind of has the same kind of layout. That's it, right? But if we look at his consistency, 1 hour, 1 day, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. We go to March 9th, because it's probably 7. March 7th. So even him is starting to go, let me post here and there. There's a shift that is happening. Chris Doe, okay, let's look at Chris. But I do believe Chris is another one that has a team. So I want to show two different sides of people who have teams and people who don't, right? And how to realistically show up in 2025 when it comes to posting content. So we look at Chris Doe, fire individual. This was 1 day ago. 1 day ago. 5 days ago. Wait, this one, 11 hours, 1 day, 5 days. 5 days. 6 days. March 8th. So he didn't do the 7 day. March 6th. March 5th. March 4th. So he may skip a day. You know what I mean? He may skip a day, but he'll do multiple on certain days, right? He'll do multiples on certain days. I say that to find out, type 1 if you are a team of 1, right? Type 1 if you're a team of 1. Type 2 if you have a small team. Okay? Type 3 if you have a team. I'm not sure if you have a team and you're watching me. I'm definitely I feel loved. Okay? I feel loved that you're watching me if you have a big team. Okay? But I do know majority of the people are ones. I do. What is the decision meeting sound like to shift with post what does the decision meeting sound like to shift with post? What do you mean by that, Janita? I don't know what that means. I'm not really sure. All right, so let's show some love to the ones. Let's show some love to the ones. Come on, I see y'all. Come on. Okay. I stopped posting every day, but the other day I don't post. I'm under people's posts in my niche interacting. I like that. Shout out to the small team. Come on. I see y'all. Thank you for sharing this. I got you, Jerry. So let's have this conversation. And I want to, I'm going to pull out the iPad for this one. Okay? So, let's go through the iPad. All right. I'm going to type this out. Okay? Oh, hold on. Let me get no, I don't want scribble. There we go. Be real. And I'm not talking about the app that was once really, really dope and then like kind of disappear. Okay? I'm talking about be real with your schedule, with your output, with what you can honestly do. So when we look back at, let me go to Roberto again. Let me go back to Roberto again. If we look at Roberto, he's been able to get the brand deals that he gets, have interviews that he wants, gets invited to wherever he needs to go from a creator standpoint, is because he's focused on quality and he's focused on storytelling. Now, what I will say is he gets focus on that because he already did the reps. Okay? So I don't want you to go and be, all right, Nicky says I got to focus on the quality, and so I'm only going to show up once a month. Not saying you can't. I'm not saying you can't. But I'm saying be real, meaning from, let me go over here. Be real when I talk about your time and your goals. Okay? Time and goals. Reason why I say that is because for your time, let's be realistic. You may not be able to do every single day. But based on your goals, right? I want to grow, let's say 10K for Q2, right? Q2. 10K followers for Q2. Realistically, I could show up. I know I can't do every single day, but if that's going to be my goal and I look at my numbers and my numbers are saying I get probably, I don't know, 100, 200 a week, I definitely got to show up probably 4 or 5 times bare minimum, right? 4 or 5 times bare minimum, right? So your time should match your goal. Not saying, yo, if I show up once a week, will it work? Yeah, it could work. Absolutely. Right? It could absolutely work. It will take longer. Right? So if your goal is to get 10K followers down the line, yeah, focus on that. Right? Or every single time you drop, it better be fire. But you won't know that until you put the reps, right? So in the beginning, as a team of one, you may have to go a little bit more active until you can find that thing, right? That style, that format. You feel what I'm saying? He found a format. He knows what works. He's now moving in a sniper way, right? Madi is now, if we go back, Madi, even in the most simple way, is moving in a sniper way. Because he knows, look, this run alone, boom, very simple. You can't be an influencer and hate when somebody copies you. You influence them. That got 29.1 thousand likes, 995 comments. Right? But if I was to go, and I mean, Madi's been posting for a minute. If I was to go if I could try to go all the way back, let me see, what day is this? This is still early. It's 2024. Let me see if I go. What we know about Madi is that he's posted every single day for a season, maybe sometimes 3 times in that day, right? So he understood, oh, I know what works. You know what I mean? So let's see. This was March 24, March 23, March 22. So this is every single day right there. Boom, boom, boom. Every single day. If we keep going, every single day. So if I go back, let's do it right here. So we got January 23rd, January 23rd, January 23rd. So all 3 of these were on the same day. January 22nd, January 21st, January 20th. Okay? But he's honing in on like, okay, I think I'm getting it. I got it. This is the style. So I'm gonna do my reps. Right? I'm gonna do my reps. Shout out to Carmen for the super chat. Appreciate you. Hold on, I saw something. Miss Nicky, is your content the same for each platform, or are you providing different content for each media platforms? Always thank you for the free game. So for the most part, let me go back. Let me go to you real quick. For the most part, it is the same. It may be done in different days and different times, but it's pretty much the same. But now the captions are starting to be more catered to the platform, right? And then I may change some things, and I'll share that. I'll give you an example. So I got you. Just remind me. I'll put this in my favorites, but remind me. I got you. Okay. So boom. So we have to put in the reps. Now, if we think about, let's say, our favorite music artist. Somebody drop a name of your favorite music artist. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who, right? I'll use the example, not my favorite artist, but still an amazing human being, right? Lil Wayne. Okay? I'm gonna use Lil Wayne real quick. Okay? Now, when Lil Wayne was coming out, like anything, right? Like anything, he would drop. He was first in a group, but then he would drop mixtapes, right? We have mixtapes, we have albums every year. Lil Wayne was active, right? Lil Wayne was active. So we have the reps with singles. I don't know if I spelled that right. Don't EPs, mixtapes, right? My man was active. Collabs. And then he started to go less, right? He started to go less because he started to really, really hone in on his craft, right? So he knew what would work and what wouldn't. Plus, he grew an audience. Audience. When you start growing your audience to a very, very engaging style, this is when you become a sniper. Okay? This is when you become a sniper. This is when you can post a couple of times because you know the format. You know what's going to get the audience to talk, right? So in the chat, yes or no, if you know that format or that topic that is always going to make your audience engage, always going to make your audience share, save it, do some type of engagement. Do we know that? Yes or no? And it's okay if you don't, right? I know off top, I know for Instagram, for me, if I talk about AI tools, out of here. Everything else, out of here. But everything else is trash. Now, on Threads, I know if I find a really dope part of an interview that's related to some type of creativity or entrepreneurship, like creative entrepreneurship, if I put that, out of here. Right? Out of here. YouTube, I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's looking like AI tools and content strategy. Right? But we're still figuring out that sniper vibe for YouTube. So until, and I see y'all, I haven't found the sweet spot yet. No. Yes. But it took years to learn. Shout out to Aaron, because he definitely knows. Right? Because we were talking, and let me see if I could and I'll get back into the iPad for y'all. And then later we're going to answer some questions. So get y'all questions ready. Let's do Aaron, the artist. Lego. Okay. So shout out to Aaron. He's part of Deeper Than the Brand. He's part of Lions Behavior. He got some exclusive stuff that's heading his way, right? But, so if we look at Aaron's numbers, he got some decent numbers. He got some, it's 705K, you feel me? 356K, 637K. Let's see what these are about.
Gladiator, it is an honor to welcome the leader of the Emperor's Praetorian Guard. You have no honor. Your bungling has to...
I'm so not getting no money on this live stream. YouTube's going to be like, oh, you are not serious over here. Here we go. What's this one?
Oh, yes,
Look out now.
Did you see a chance to look at my notes on this inbox? Yes, it's it. All right, goodbye.
All right. So here's what we can tell by just looking at Aaron's stuff real quick, is that he is a big promoter of other people's content, right? So not to say that he doesn't have his own content, because he has right here, this is his creation, right? This is his creation. But what Aaron does is, I know people love cartoons, right? There's this nostalgic feeling to some of the stuff that he's putting. Got Goofy and Max, Roadrunner and the Coyote, right? So he triggers a super nostalgic vibe for a certain audience. Plus, of course, those who just love cartoons. But in the midst of, okay, I grab your attention, right? I grab your attention. I'm also going to show you what I do, right? And so this middle row, and sometimes it breaks off, looks like he always puts in as well what he does, which he is an artist, right? And so I want you guys to look at, this is also kind of a strategy that you can use from a sense of how do I attract the people, but then also blend into what I do? Because sometimes what we do, like naturally, doesn't bring the masses in. So there has to be a strategy on how to bring the masses in if we are not patient. You feel me? Because some people, like I, will only focus on my particular audience, not necessarily from a masses standpoint, but I just want to talk to my audience. And so sometimes that will go great and sometimes that will go mid, where Aaron has the strategy of, I know I can tap in to nostalgia and to a certain crowd, and then I narrow it down. So that's a strategy that you can use, but because he is not creating new content, like himself is not creating new content, from a person who's a team of one, he is allowed to do this every single day because he is finding different pieces of content, right? Finding different cartoons that he did not draw, and he's using it to his advantage and leveraging it, right? How's he able to use these cartoons without getting banned? So, shout out to Tony for asking this. Aaron, if you could answer this more in the question, I'm going to assume that because there is a little modification, because even on Instagram be like, we only allow original content, right? We only allow original content. Yeah, but if you slap a logo on it, all of a sudden it's not, it's not copying. Now you created it original. You can snatch the video, you put your own logo, those steak logos, and then all of a sudden it's okay. Shout out to Shade Room. Shout out to Baller Alert. Like, that's what these theme pages do. So a slight modification can help you not get banned. But if Aaron's in the chat, I'm going to allow him to personally say how it's not able to get banned or anything like that. So anyways, okay. So going back to it, right? Aaron has become a sniper on what he does and is allowed to post as much or as little as he needs to. And my man comes from the community because he's put in the reps. He learned what works, what doesn't. And once he figured it out, he kept repeating it over and over again, right? Over and over again. So, shout out to Toronto Walker, that I'm learning not to post every day myself, and not letting people, and hold on, and not telling people about my channel. Also, wait. Let me go this back. Let me read this back. I'm learning not to post every day myself and not telling people about my channel. Also, I'm going to start doing a live stream on the channel members only, which is only one person, it seems. Wait, I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm learning not to? So, okay, going back. Okay, you got to break that down a little bit more. I'm kind of confused. Oh, we got 3 super chats. Shout out to Tony. Come on, I didn't see that. I got you, Tony. Appreciate you. WR Keys, I see you. All right, let's go back, because what I don't want to mess up is the thought process, right? Real quick. So let me erase this. Boop. So as anything, as our favorite artists, as we've seen, right? We have to, and as we saw with Aaron and Madi, we have to figure out what works first. Once we figure out what works first and we build that audience, we can then go into super sniper mode, right? To where what does that mean? When we get into sniper mode, we can do a few things. We can post intentionally. Intentionally. I don't know if I spelled that right, but you know my heart, okay? We can post intentionally or post in series, okay? Post intentionally, post in series. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is because I know what works, I'm going to put my full effort to pour into that piece of content, whether it's written, whether it's video, whether it's a carousel, whatever it may be. I'm going to put my all into that because I don't have to go and kind of give different every single day. I can put in 3 times a week, 4 times a week, but when I show up, right? And it's going to be exactly what the audience wants, which will be a combination of what the platform wants, right? But then when we talk about series, this is where you could batch create, and people are looking forward and going back to your videos to binge watch. So let's look at a creator who knows exactly what works, right? And is a sniper at what he does. Let me see if I think it's Omar. Not Omar. Shout out to Omar though. What's my boy's name? Hold on, let me find it on my phone. Let me find it on my phone real quick. And in the chat, put some of your favorite creators. Some of your favorite creators that no matter what time they drop, you gonna watch it. Okay? No matter what time they drop, you gonna watch it. I was saying that I don't tell or share my channel with anyone, and when I go live from now on, it will only be for channel members. But why is that? Well, but why is that? That's not good. Why are you doing that? I'm confused. That actually a little bit confused me. Like, are you okay with just having that, like just the one person? Because if you're okay with having just the one person, for sure, you feel me? For sure, nothing wrong with that. Not even mad at it. But if you're not, you feel me? Like, I guess that's where I'm getting a little bit confused. Roberto's good too. Shout out to everybody who's saying me. You know what I mean? Like, and besides me, I don't want to say only me. You feel me? I don't want to say only me. That is good. That is good though. That is good. Why can't I find him? Oh my God, this is going to piss me off. This is absolutely going to piss me off. Keith Lee. That's okay. Boom. We can look at Keith real quick. Let's go to Keith. That's mainly TikTok. That's mainly TikTok because I'm not gonna lie and be like, even though we still don't know what's happening with this band. Now, if we remember, Keith was super active at a certain point. And then he got big. Then he didn't need to. Then he got sniper because he knew exactly what was working. Right? I'm still trying to find this person. It's pissing me off that I can't. Here we go. There. Bobo. Okay. Hold on. Let's go here. Boop. Adrian. Is it Adrian? Hold on. Did I spell it right? There we go. Boom. Okay. So who's seen this creator, right? He only drops once a week. Facts. Shout out to Aaron. Aaron's dope. Jan Hunter, I don't know who that is. Myron Golden, Sarah Toohill, and Nicky. I'm with that. MKBHD. Come on. I'm with that. Jordan is hilarious. But we'll talk about it. But who's seen this content, right? So if I go, let's do a little bit back. My man was posting every single day for a whole year, right? I don't know if this was, when was this?
Today, I'm going to show you how to...
I think it was it last year that he did this? I think it was last year. Oh, no. Here we go.
I made a post 365 days straight this year. Every day, at least once a day, for all of 2023. And it changed my life. Let's take a trip down memory lane. It's been one hell of an incredible year, and I can't thank you all enough for watching my silly little videos about my thoughts, my life, and the people I love. It truly has been an honor to share my perspective of life with you all. I didn't think anybody would care. When I started this challenge, I wanted to push the boundaries of what content looked like on these short-form platforms. At the time, it was filled with trend riding, chasing virality. Then it changed. What I wanted out of this place was the same thing so many of you also wanted. To be inspired, originality, real stories by real people, and feel a real sense of community here. And I think we did it, y'all. If you followed along, you're not fans of me, you're fans of yourself, your growth, your dreams, and aspirations. We witnessed the very fabric of what social media content looked like changes here. With that being said, this puts a close on my 2023 challenge. It's time for another one. 52 original short films in the 52 weeks of 2024. You know what to do. Beat me there. Don't. Original short films in the...
I just want to put that up real quick. So, if you haven't seen his content, a lot of people, I see it, love his content. I'm actively working on finding my sniper content. I love how you put that. Listen, it's so true. This creator is so good. Super good. Super good. So, here's the thing, right? Now, his content is going to always look amazing. He's like a filmmaker first, so I don't want you to look at that and be like, damn, Nicky's saying I got to create like that. I just showed you Madi. Madi just creates like regular plain text situation, right? But what I love about him is that he knew, okay, for me to be consistent, I'm going to do this every single day. I'm going to put in my reps. But then when I put in my reps, I know exactly what works. So now I'm going to concentrate and announce I'm doing 52. That's not every single day. That's, I'm going to put out 52 original short films. Okay? So now you've already gotten the reps. You've gotten the consistency. You've gotten the audience. Now you can take them through another journey. Once again, super sniper, going into like, all right, now wait, put your notifications on, keep checking, because when I drop, I want you to watch it, right? So, and that's exactly what he did. Then he started getting into long form, right? He started getting into YouTube. His audience grew on YouTube because he started to put the same kind of vibe, same kind of energy with YouTube. Right? He's been having a little bit of a struggle over there because it's not as easy as dropping long form like it is dropping short form. So, but all in all, he knew exactly what worked because he put in the reps for those 365 days. Now, am I saying your reps have to be every single day until you can get sniper. I'm not saying that. He probably could have stopped midway because he knew, okay, this works. But he announced, I'm going to do this 365, right? And so now people are rooting for him. People are watching. Some people are going to be like, is it going to fall off? Right? And that's what happens with series. Series are like, I want to see the journey of, A, is this person actually going to reach their goal? And this is why some people don't necessarily do that, because people are scared to fail in public. It's a fact. People are scared of failing in public. That is something like, and it's a real thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. I'm not saying, oh, you're trash for doing, but it's a real thing. This is why series do so well, because not everybody is doing it, because they'll start and they'll stop. Well, the ones that keep going are becoming really successful, right? Now let's look at another realistic team of one when it comes to their content. Even though we know he has a team, he could have a team, but when it comes to his content, he doesn't, right? Scared to fail in public. Facts, facts, facts. Listen, I know. So, Keith Lee, type 1 if you follow or have at least seen Keith Lee's content. Okay? It's like freezing as a public speaker. Facts. Now, if we just glance at Keith's content, it's all phone. It's all phone, right? Now, let's look at, that was, if you haven't seen this one, I'm not going to play the trend one, but if you haven't seen that one, please do, because it's like one of my favorite TikToks right now. Wait, Dante is killing it in a small YouTube creator with AdSense, but without an email list and game plan, that biz model is super valuable. I gotta check that out. I'm gonna check it out. Okay, so if we look at Keith's, let's look at this one.
Family are currently in Bow, East London, and inside this bag is a burger spot that not only was recommended by a bunch of people, but some of the top food people here in London. I got it. Let's try it and rate 1 to 10. We spent $32.50 or $40.
Side note: some of y'all will not get that close to where we see your nose hair. I'm just gonna put that out there.
52 cents. The customer service, my family said, was really good. This is a family-owned spot, even though they have multiple locations. The location we at right now is a newer one, and it's on Eleanor Street. And we currently sitting in the alley. Dedication. I'm gonna show you everything I got, and we're gonna try it and rate 1 to 10. A big rib burger, easy. The London food.
Wait, what just happened? Hold on, go back. Wait.
The London family are currently in Bow, East Eleanor Street, and we currently sitting in the alley.
Bring that back.
Dedication. I'm gonna show you everything I got, and we're gonna try it and rate 1 to 10. A big rib burger, easy street burger, bao dip burger, the bao dip for the bao dip burger, and last but not least, a smash dip sauce. It's like a house sauce. This is the bao dip.
All right, let's stop there. Because, we got to analyze real quick. So, even though Keith's content is simple, shot through a phone, there's still intentional editing, okay? There's still very intentional editing. He's not like, all right, I'm here. Hold on. I'm here. I got the new case, and I'm going to show you everything. Okay, let me put it down. Let me grab this. It's cuts. He's editing it in a certain style that he's not wasting your time. He has a intro, right? He tells people what it is, shows people what it is, and what they can expect out of the video. Because his videos are like 3 to 5 minute long, right? And so when you look at Keith Lee's content, it's done intentionally. The editing even though shot with a phone inside of a car, it's done with intentions. Once again, sniper.
Is 2-ounce smashed patties, American cheese, 12-ounce smoked brisket, and served with a pot of au jus, which is the beef bone dip. This is the bone dip. Super smoked. It's juicy, obviously. I can taste the wood. The pickles are sweet. The barbecue sauce is also a little sweet, but you can tell it's house made. It's a little spicy on the back end. This bread is really high quality. This is high. 8 out of 10. It's damn good brisket.
So I'm not going to keep watching because I'm not going to London anytime soon. I would love to. Somebody could take me there, but not right now. But I'm showing you this, and you see it go crazy, right? But let's look at.
Yesterday, I asked my daughter's new friend to help me.
This was a day ago.
This is a testament to how good our trip is.
That was 3 days ago.
Me and my family are on a Disney cruise, but
4 days ago.
me and my family are in Austin, Texas, but we.
And then 3-9. I'm not putting that one. 3-2.
The London food tour is officially over.
227. Right? So Keith doesn't need to be every day. Keith needs to be consistent. If you're noticing, when we're talking about now posting with intentions, once we've done the reps, it's not about going ghost. He's still very present. He's still very consistent. All the creators that I showed you, they're very present. They're just not every single day. And when you have content that works and it's going and just going and going and going, you don't necessarily have to post every single day. One of my favorite YouTubers, well, YouTube channels that I like to go to is CoffeeZilla. Have y'all heard of him? Let me see if I pull him up. CoffeeZilla. Real quick. Doo-doo. Let me show y'all.
CryptoZoo.co.
All right. My man has 4.2 million subscribers. Okay. Now, he is getting a little bit more active. I've recently seen. But if we look at, we got 3 weeks, 2 months, 2 months ago, right? Let me disconnect this situation. 4 months, 7 months, 8 months, 8 months, 9 months, a year ago. So we're skipping months, we're skipping weeks. But when I show you his quality, so let's look at the 8.2. Here we go.
I investigated Mr. Beast, who was recently accused of making $23 million with insider trading and scams. I wanted to know the full story, so I reached out to...
Side note, that's all green screen, right? It's all green screen. It's so fire. What's poppin'? I see you.
everyone, from researchers to crypto projects, even to Mr. Beast himself. And let me say, this story is more complicated than you think. I want to be clear. What Mr. Beast did, what his team did, is shady. But what we care about is, did he cross that bright red line from shady to illegal?
This is just fire. If you've never seen CoffeeZilla videos, they're just so fire.
Scam. And contrary to what Twitter says, I don't think that's an easy answer. Instead, I think the answer will depend on you. If you love Mr. Beast, there will be an explanation at every turn, an escape.
I just want to know the background. Like, I know this is all green screen, but how does he get the one with the ceiling fan looking so fire? Like, that's my
scapegoat. But if you hate Mr. Beast, what I'm about to show you will seem unethical and like a clear abuse of fame for money. So already this story is difficult, but I want to make you aware.
So real quick, and I'll fast forward a bit. You can see kind of like he is a huge researcher, right? He's been not recently, but he will identify those who are scamming, right? He will identify those who are scamming, and he will find all the evidence. He will find, people, documents, all of that, which takes sometimes a month, sometimes 2 months to get it all together. Like,
specific CryptoPunk, which belonged to an account which goes by Wu-Tang Clan. People assumed, understandably, that this was Mr. Beast's wallet. But what is lesser known is that another account has also tweeted about CryptoPunks and has the same ties back to Wu-Tang Clan.
So I'm not trying to bore you or anything like that with the information. I'm trying to show that there are different types of creators that will focus on, when I show up, I'm going to show out. Right? When I show up, I'm going to show out. But I ain't going to lie. In the beginning, let me see if I can find, let me go to his oldest ones. Right? It didn't always look like that. When he was putting in his reps, it was 6 years ago, it was not looking sexy. It was not. This was 6 years ago. Same guy. Not looking sexy. We could look at this. Hold on. Totally different vibes.
By now, you've spent 10 grand on Danlock products. The opportunity cost totaling with scholarships and everything else of just kind of wasting time on this HTC thing is $50,000.
Yeah.
Totally different. Totally different. Just totally. Was good evening, Nicky and everyone. What's poppin'? Do you have recommendations on where to get a nice green screen or backgrounds? I like the Elgato green screen. Let me see if I can pull that up. Amazon Elgato. Especially if you have like a Elgato, a small room. You don't have like the biggest joint to go. But I like this one. I'll give y'all the link to this one. Bing bang. And I like this one because it like folds. Like you can collapse it and you're good. Right? So this is the one I have. I actually have it back there. So when I do some green screen stuff for my short form content, it's a vibe. So that's the one I have. That's the one I like. You know what I mean? But going back. Oh wait, I saw something else. What are your thoughts on being consistent not only in your posting, but also being consistent in your brand, the look, the feel, across all platforms? You are your brand, right? There's going to be certain things that just because you're on a different platform, there still has to be some brand language, right? So for instance, if I go on Threads, right? Let's go on Threads real quick. So if we look at what I do on Threads, I rarely talk about AI tools on Threads. But what I still talk about is content creation tips, right? Motivation for creatives, right? Some introvert stuff. Shout out to my introverts and my people who are introvert and extrovert. You feel me? But that's still me. That's still my language, right? Where if I go on Instagram, and we go to my content. My content will be AI stuff, a little bit of funny stuff, a little bit more personal stuff. So you're going to see my dog, my Don Cuddles just had a birthday, right? Social media tips, AI tips, all of that right here. If we go to YouTube, boom. And then you got to kind of have the same mix. Social media, AI tools, all of that great stuff, right? Same kind of vibe. I got a hat. I got my certain kind of swag. You feel me? It doesn't change up, right? It doesn't, who I am is my brand. And so it doesn't matter the platform. I'm not going to go crazy. Like, I'm not going to go on TikTok and I'm going to dance and act. I'm not going to transform into the platform. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to always be me. And when you look at some of these top creators, they're always going to be them, but they're going to speak the language of that particular platform, right? So that's what I'll say. This is why you'll see certain creators, they'll do really fire on TikTok, but not that great on Instagram, because they just focus on like, this is who I am on TikTok, but I don't really show a little bit of a different side on these other platforms. So I will still change platforms, but I will talk that language and change a little bit to what needs to be said. So excited to see you in social media marketing world. The only session I know I'm attending. Come on. It's in the morning too. So if you come in the morning, I really appreciate you, because I am a night owl and I'm not even looking forward to that, because that thing is the first thing that I think the last day. So if you're in San Diego, I'm going to show y'all. Hold on. If y'all in San Diego or can make it to San Diego, I'm speaking. You feel me? I am speaking at Social Media Marketing World. Hold on. Let me get it. Here we go. March 30th to April 1st. Okay. Show y'all the speakers. Look. That's me. That's with Sean too. Shout out to Sean. You know what I mean? I got some big people. You know what I mean? Some amazing people. I'm excited. Roberto Blake is going to be there too. Right? Matt Wolf. Come on. Molly. Shout out to Molly. You know what I mean? Jeff in the building. Pat Flynn in the building. Just great, amazing people. If you can make it, that'd be amazing. If you can't, I understand. You know what I mean? But just amazing people. Just some amazing people. But me. Right there. I'm there. Hold on. Where y'all at? Shout out to Rogers. I don't care. I'll be there. Come on. Will you have a live stream or repurpose the content from that event? So it's not my event. So I don't know. Let's see if they have live stream tickets. Let's go. Virtual. They do. They have live stream. They do. So what I will say, if you can make it, or if you're going to get this live stream, get it now, because these prices are no joke. They keep going up. They keep going. What about a meetup in San Diego? So I'm thinking about it. So if you're in Lions Behavior or Deeper Than the Brand, you may hear about a meetup. I will say that. I'm thinking about it. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. Wait, calm down. Their website's aggressive. I mean, their website's aggressive. So if y'all gonna say, hey, we gonna show up, yeah, we may have to do a meetup. We may have to do a meetup. I ain't gonna hold you. And we'll do something fun. My mom says, I want to see you speak. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Yeah, we'll figure something out. So especially if you're in Lions behavior, stay tuned. You know what I mean? Stay tuned. And who hasn't gotten the hat yet? Who hasn't gotten the hat yet? Come on. We got like 3 more left. Hold on. Let me give y'all. Got 3 more left. This will get you inside of Lions behavior. Okay? We about to start B30, aka behavior 30. It's going to be so fire. If you struggle with consistency, if you need a fire support team, you know what I mean? You need to join Lions behavior. I'm gonna let them talk about it. But yeah, but anyways, let me get back to what I was talking about. So I have like 3 left. I have 3 hats left. Okay? So go to lionsbehavior.com, got 3 hats left. That's it. Then we closing up the community until after behavior 30. Feeling that blue and white cap. You feel me? I think this needs to come out. Get the hat. Yes. Okay. So in the chat, put S for sniper if we're going to concentrate on becoming a sniper this year. Okay. If we're just starting, if we don't have the audience just yet, okay, we got to get the reps in. We got to figure out what our sniper content is going to be. Okay? I was getting my hair done. You good? Oh, I think I shipped out did you get the hat? Because I shipped out your hat. You come on stage, you have a very comedic and inspirational delivery. Thank you. Come on. I'm going to bed, Nicky. It's 3:15 in the morning, but I'll jump on the replay. Yes. Appreciate you. Get some rest. Please, get some rest. I appreciate you. Wait, where do you live? Why is it 3-something in the morning? Where do you live again? You're probably gone already. But, damn, where do you live? All right. So, all right. Put R if you're in the reps season. Put S if you're in the sniper season. Okay, so meaning R, oops, I mean that. R, if Nicky, I'm in the season of getting my reps in so I can figure out what my sniper content is. Okay? If you know your sniper content, let me know by saying S to be like, yo, it's sniper season. I'm being intentional. I'm being intentional now. You feel me? I'm being intentional now. Wait. She she's in the Netherlands. Yo! We got Netherlands people. Hold on. Wait. We got Netherlands people. Yo, we are global. We are really global. Wow. Oh, amazing. This is amazing. Been a sniper. It's intentional. But go to bed. Shush. Well, R first, then S. I'm with it. Listen, all I care about, because here's the thing. What I do know is that burnout is a real thing. Burnout is a serious thing. And burnout, one of the ways that we get burned out is if we stay in the rep season too long. Now, what we have to be intentional with when it comes to the rep season is this thing. Hold on. Because what I don't want you to do is like, all right, Nikki, I'm gonna get my reps in. I'm gonna post. Hold on, I'll go right here. I'm gonna post. But what I need you to do during your rep season, data. Okay? Data. Collect the data. Don't just post to post, right? And say, yo, I'm getting my reps in. I'm getting my reps in. How are you going to know what works if you don't get the data? And the data means more than views. Because I'm be honest with you. Let me keep it a buck. Oh, hold on. We got an order. Hold on. Gail, shout out to Gail. She just ordered a hat. Come on. Okay. Now we officially got 3 left. I was like, I think we got 3 left. Now, hold on, you can see it. Whoop, we got 3 left. Come on, Gail, appreciate you. So, wait, I was burnt out and took off for a year. No, burnout is a serious situation. Shout out to Gail. I appreciate you. You should be getting an email soon to get inside of the community too. So check your email. It may be in the promotion tab, maybe like that. But I'm gonna be super transparent with y'all. So hold on, right? Let me go into. This is how I look at my data, because y'all know I'm in a YouTube season, right? So I'm in the YouTube season. So of course, past 2 videos, 8,658, 7,827, right? So from a views standpoint, very good. From a subscriber standpoint, to get more people, very good. What I don't like, the retention, 27.2. So people are watching, but eventually they're dropping, right? So I'm like, so these topics and what we're doing in these past 2 videos are bringing in people, but what I want is more of like this video, right? So this video had 4,000 views, brought 78 subscribers, but this had 43.6% average percentage view, right? So more people stayed to watch. So now and this is data. This is more than just like, oh, views, right? This has everything to do with, I know what topics are going to bring in the people, but I also know what's going to keep them. So how do I improve the views on the things that will keep them as well? So that's the type of data that I'm talking about when we get into Sniper. Because the views are the views. Cool. But that doesn't mean they stay. And as we get into the creator economy of things, right? The longer you can keep people on, the more money you make. Whether it's from AdSense, right? Or whether it is from you putting your own promotions in there. And people are like, oh, I didn't know that. Let me buy it now. Let me get this. Let me get that, right? So, shout out to Marshall. I'm late. I'm going to have to go to the back and play a catch. You good? You're all right. You're here. And I appreciate that. The introvert joint. Yeah. The introvert joint and the Poppy AI one. Great views. Great views. But we need to work on the retention thing. And so my goal in this sniper season for when it comes to YouTube is how do I balance getting the views but getting that retention up. So that's what the season that I'm in. So I just wanted to share that. Do you have to post every single day? No. But you do, depending on the season that you're in, may have to post more than another season. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. Okay. So, real quick, I want to share a new board that I did. Hold on. Boop. So y'all know this will be a 5-minute situation. Y'all know I love me some Poppy AI, right? They really need to pay me. But so this weekend I focused on LinkedIn because I want to get more consistent on that. Oh, shout out to Keith and T. I see you from Baltimore. They got a hat, so we got 2 hats left. We officially got 2 hats left. Come on, let's go. I see y'all. All right, so this is what I did, and if you want to know more about like the Poppy AI thing, I did a video. That's my latest video, right? However, I found some viral videos in my niche type of vibe, and I put it all in videos. And then I found some written stuff, and I've put it all in a written category, right? So I have videos and written. And then I have my tone. I have ET's tone because y'all know I do ET stuff. And then I put the content right here, whether it's just a script, whether it's a document, or whether it's an actual video. And so now we're starting to be consistent on LinkedIn. So if I go to LinkedIn, boom, 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 you're starting to see me more. Hey, look at it. We live, baby. Now I'm starting to be consistent every single day on LinkedIn, repurposing content, but making it more towards LinkedIn verbiage based off how we have the new workflow. So it's working. I like it. I like it a lot. And this is where, if you want to be present on a different platform, right? This is can't even talk. Poppy AI will allow you to keep the language that is good for that platform based off your research. So research has just gotten so much better. Like I don't have to study all these videos. I just put them all in one. Hey, give me the patterns and the formulas. Now here's my tone. Now create the captions. And so if you look at this, I'll make this bigger. Boop. Hold on. So see, it creates the captions in, this was in ET's tone. This was another one that was in ET's tone. And his content has gotten way crazy. Hold on, let me see. See if I could, let me log in as him so you can see the impressions. See the impressions. I tell you, I'm gonna try to get good on LinkedIn too. And they just invited me to a mastermind situation. So I'm excited about that. So I'll be learning more, and whatever I learn from the mastermind, I'm sharing it with y'all, right? It's like, it looks like Notion on steroids. Oh, because it is. It is. It really is. So let me put that link real quick. And shout out to everybody who's getting Poppy. I'm not playing. That thing is fire. You know what I mean? That thing is fire. I'm logging in as E real quick so you can see. Boom. I want to show you. Numbers don't lie. Impressions up 315%. 315%. Numbers don't lie. You feel me? Numbers don't lie. So, yeah, Puppy AI. Okay? Get Puppy.ai. Use the code Nicky. Okay? Use the code Nicky. All right. I want to show one more. One more. Can I show one more tool? I found the tool. I talked about it. I tried it. And they have a flaw. But I really like it. And I really need them to fix it. You know what I mean? Poppy, pay Nicky. You feel me? Have you thought of making your own AI tool or tools? Personally, I'm going to tell you what I really want. I want to partner with an existing AI tool that I really, really love. Me making one from scratch, I don't necessarily see it. But me finding someone who has an AI tool that I truly, truly like love, have huge passion for, and I can be the face for it and work on getting different creators and things like that, I would do that. It would have to meet certain criterias, but I would do that before making my own type thing. You feel me? Wait, don't try to be a Nicky. She's a professional. These are major gems, especially manage other social media. Come on. I'm curious, what's the balance look between long form and shorts? So it's first determining what you are. Like, so in this season for me, I'm a long form, right? Say 2 years ago, I was short form. So my short form in that season was doing crazy. My long form, which was the podcast at the time, took a little hurt because my focus was on short form, right? So I didn't understand the balance at the time. Now that I've learned a little bit more, long form is the focus, but I've learned to talk to the language of the platform to create short form. So meaning, if we do a reel from the YouTube, I'll still do a hook in the beginning, show a clip of the YouTube video, and then maybe do a closer, a CTA at the end, right? For that specific platform. Or today, I'll show you. Today, we did a carousel. I did a carousel. So if you look, this is promoting my latest YouTube video, right? So created a carousel. I found the one that's making ChatGPT look basic. Now here's a clip that we would have done maybe just as a reel, but I wanted to put it in the carousel. I showed proof. And then I told them to go to watch the full video instead of giving them the, let's say, the link to Poppy. I wanted them to see the video first to have full context. But that's how I focus on long form and short form to make the short form bring traffic back to the long form. So it just depends on your primary, if that made any kind of sense, because I really geeked out on that one. Apologize. You know what I mean? I geeked out on that one a little bit. Let me know. You always provide great information. I hate when I come in late, but I know I could catch the replay. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. How are you able to switch your screen like this on YouTube? Ecamm Live. I'll show you them. Hold on. Ecamm Live. Ecamm Live. Bing, 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 bing. Shout out to Ecamm Live. This is the software that I use to stream to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of that. Okay. Like right now, I'm streaming on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitch. So we multi-streaming because of this, but also am able to do different things like this and all that because of Ecamm. So shout out to Ecamm. I'll get y'all that link to Ecamm. But the only thing, Ecamm only works on Macs. So if you a Mac person, you good. If you're not a Mac person, I would say look into Riverside, and I'll give you that joint too. I'll say Riverside, boom, that's that. Sorry for the long joint. I just getting these links real quick for y'all. But those joints will get you streaming all good. And start asking y'all questions. Y'all asking questions, so I'm here for this. Hold up. What about a community project for your brand? But I like that idea. What you mean? What you mean? You got my attention when you said community. So what you mean? I definitely want to know. I still got one more AI tool to show y'all. Hold on. How long do you think we should focus on being on a specific type of content before we switch it up? 2 ways. When it stops working and when you stop liking it. That's really it. Mainly more when it stops working. Okay? First when it stops working. Because sometimes, and for my creatives in the chat, tell me if I'm lying. We will start a certain type of content, a certain type of project, and we feel good, we like it, and then we get bored of it. But it's still working, and it was working, and there was no reason to stop. But we stopped. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's what I'll say about that. That's what I'll say. It's just different when we're live on the live. It is. Them scenes hit different. Only on Macs we lose a lot of people. Yeah, it's a Mac thing. But I do believe StreamYard does scenes now too. StreamYard does it too. WR Keys said, one thing about you, Pat Flynn and Roberto Blake, you came across down to earth and not as scripted marketers. With so many gurus selling 5-step formulas, how do you keep from being cookie cutter? Okay, let me see. Can I keep this on here? I wish I could keep this on here. Let me see if I just hold it. Let me tell you, this has been a struggle for me. I'm gonna keep it like on the side right here. You're gonna see this. I can't keep it on the joint. This is a struggle, and if this is a worry for you as well, let me know. So I think this is why I focus a little bit more on community than necessarily courses and the 5 joint. Now, do I have a workshop? Yes, the workshop is fire. And it's about to be updated too. So if y'all were part of that 2-day workshop joint that you've been seeing on Instagram and Facebook, that's about to be updated. So I have those, but I can never get down with let's do this course, let's sell it for 1,000, then let's do a live event, and then let's do this. Like, what I love about what is being created with Lion's behavior is that it is a whole, like, it's a movement. It's taking certain habits, which we call behaviors, and we're growing as a person. Like, right now, I'll show you. I'll show you better than I can tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you. So let me go into Lion's behavior. And it's going to be a semi-long answer. It's going to be a semi-long answer. But in Lion's behavior right now, we're doing this challenge called Create 14. Now, the biggest issue that I have with courses is that people say they struggle with consistency but won't finish watching the course because they don't have somebody to do it with them, right? Even if you buy a product, like if you buy a course and it comes with a community, it's still, you came for the course. You came for that quote unquote formula. What I'm realizing with the challenges is that you stop overthinking. So we're getting people to go from an idea to now in 8 days, they have a rough draft. You feel me? They have a rough draft. These are people on day 8 that didn't have an idea in the beginning that now I'm posting every single day. Hey, day 8, day 7. And you see, like, we're getting outlines. And we're doing it together. So for me, the way that I try not to be cookie cutter is by doing it together. And not just say community, but really live that life. Like, hey, this is what I found. This is what I'm going to share. Everybody's sharing that. And not be so focused on how can I package this up just to make a buck. Now, granted, there's certain things part of the creator economy that will like if I'm passionate, like for example, passionate about Poppy AI, what I'll do is get at least the affiliate, and everybody should get affiliate links, right? If you like something, you talk about it, you don't have a brand deal with them, bare minimum, get the affiliate. I'll do that. But now it's a matter of, with this community, once the proven situation is done, which it is, now how do we monetize? How do we reward people while monetizing? How do we create it into a community fund that they know the money is going towards here, but also it's a percentage that is going to make sure the lights are on, right? And when you do it in that and you are transparent, that's how you don't become cookie cutter. So I can go more into that. That's a whole, like that's a whole live. So WR Keys, if you want that to be a whole topic, we could talk about that. We could talk about that. What camera would you recommend for a person with little to no money outside of their phone? The Osmo Pocket 3. Osmo Pocket 3. I think this is about like $500-600, and it's so fire. So fire. People are replacing their stuff. You feel me? Your community making an AI tool, I think that's on brand for you personally, but I know it's not easy. Yeah, if somebody knows how to make it, hey, no doubt. It's not great, but it works. Late to the live, but hello, you good. You good. Listen, this challenge is pushing me. Yeah, if you part of Create 14, let me know. These are big receipts. Shout out to LB Gang. Yeah, nah, it's different. Listen, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the voice note. Because there was a voice note literally on like day one. And I don't know if Kim is on here. Kim sold out of her idea. Like her idea. And like in day 4, she like sold out. But let me see. Oh, I can't find. Hold on. Let me show you how active these people are working. These people are working. But there was one in the beginning that I'm like, this is what I'm doing it for. Right? I think this is it.
I cannot believe the breakdown that I got from that prompt with ChatGPT with my thoughts. My goodness. My mind is like, wow.
So one thing that I'm realizing is content isn't hard. We just need to learn how to integrate AI a little bit more. Doing a business, creating a project isn't hard. We have to get out of our ways and allow AI to help us guide us. So something like the reason why they can create a whole rough draft in 8 days is because they stopped overthinking and allowed the resources and the tools to create the draft for them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Adam. Adam is like, yo, me and ChatGPT are beefing. Like, I tell it something, it tells me something else. I got to remind it. It's like, oh, well, you right. Like, that's getting people to the finish line and not just to buy a course is what's avoiding the cookie cutter situation. Because could I sell a course? Yes. But to see somebody who didn't have any idea what to create to now having a full rough draft to then in a couple of days to produce a final product in 14 days, that's the system to say, hey, it's not about what social media is doing, what the best business trends are doing and things like that. It's having a system to go from an idea to execution. There is a system for that. There's not just motivation. There's not just do it. It's not just here are the different tools. There's a whole system. It's so dope. It's so dope. So like I said, yeah. But the only way you can get into something like that is through Lions behavior, which you got to get the hat. And we only have two more. But okay, so I want to show you this. I want to show you this tool, right? From nothing to content in 14 days is crazy. But it's happening. It's happening. You feel me? And here's the great part about Lions behavior. It's not just content. Like, if you have a project, boom. Like, shout out to Coach Tressa. She's doing a book. You know what I mean? She's doing a book. And in 14 days. Wild. So one thing that ChatGPT did tell me, which I shared with y'all, was that I have a lot of frameworks inside of me. And if I was to just package all of these lives together, it would be crazy. But I'm learning to package it in a different way with a fun challenge, right? With other people doing it together in teams. Like we're about to do behavior 30. So it's 30 days of 5 behaviors. Move, breathe, create, learn, connect. 5 behaviors every single day in teams. Everything is really dope. But that's a framework that later down the line become a lifestyle. That's what this is about. Like I want healthy creatives. I want like full, like holistic people. Like our mental is good. Our like movement is good. I'm not saying go to the gym if you don't want to, but you know, there's got to be sense of health. We're creative. Like we're connecting with people. And for my introverts and my ambiverts, you know, like sometimes we can get in our world. So yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. All right. But okay. One more. I want to show you this. So I did this reel. Hold on. Let me show you the reel. I don't know how I got so into the Lions behavior thing. I feel very passionate about it. If you haven't noticed. Shout out to Toby. What's Toby doing? Shout out to Toby. So I did this reel the other day. Where is it at? This one.
Into that, use this. Turn this into that, use this.
Okay, boom. So it was turn this into that, right? And one of the ones they said was open magic. So open magic, and I'll share that. I think, is it that? I'll just put this one. I'll give y'all this link. But you have to request to get in. And what's really cool is that you could put any content into like super realistic scenarios. So this is like Times Square. You could put your content right there, right? You could put your content right here. And it looks like people's taking pictures of it. This on a balloon, which is wild, right? Which I want to try this one. Hold on. Oh, I can't because I ran out of... Well, maybe I can. Let's see. See if it lets me. Ooh. Boom. I think that's all mine. But look at what it creates. So this is like if you ever did the subway, right? So you could put your brand, whatever you want to promote right here, and it looks super realistic. And then I did one for Lions behavior. This is fire. However, here's my problem. You can't download it for the free version. And then when you try to upgrade, they're saying subscription upgrades are temporarily disabled. So, like, I think you're given like 30 credits once you get in for free, which is 3 videos pretty much, because it's 10 credits per. But I want to download it. I would get the subscription because now that we have like the hats, we got some merch that's coming out. I want to promote the community more. I just want to do some dope content. Look, place your text. I could put Lions behavior right here. I think this would be a really dope one, but it's not letting me upgrade. So more to come on this one. But 1 to 10, what do you think about this? Besides that, it won't let me be great. The potential, right? See, because, and the plans are cheap, but it won't let you get the plans. So from a monthly standpoint, it's either 15 or 39, right? And it goes just like 100 credits or 300 credits a month. No watermarks, all templates. This one you are allowed to do like image to 3D. Or you could do, of course, the yearly plan. But it won't let me be great. It won't. I don't get it. It won't let me be great. But if it did let me be great, I would download this video because this is fire. And the viral legend stuff is coming soon. I'm just saying. I don't usually give 10s, but this is a 10. Just see? I like it. I really like it. Do they have a lifetime, like, right? If they had a lifetime like Poppy, I'll be on that. I'll be on that. But like, imagine if I had the lion, because like I got the little toy version, right? The action figure kind of not action figure. It's more like an art collectible, right? That's hopefully coming for 2025. We'll talk about it. But imagine if I was to put that right here, right? Imagine if I put that in Brooklyn right here. I'll be able to promote stuff really dope. So AI is allowing me to like do some really dope stuff, but just let me be great and buy it. And just let me be great. Just saying. Golly. Look for something similar. But I found that one. I mean, like, but I found that one. I'm just saying. I just signed up, but it says that I'm on the waiting list. No, that's what I'm saying. I got I was on the waiting list, but I didn't want to get the subscription because I wanted to try it first. And now it could take my money. And it won't take my money. It won't take my money. I don't like it. Speaking of credits, how does that work on Opus Clip? Are credits per downloaded clip? Credits are based off how long the video it's chopping, right? So if you have like a 5-minute, it take five credits. If it's a 60-minute joint, it'll take 60 credits. So it depends on how long your videos are. How cool. Simply enough, I can use. It's 11,527 people ahead. You get it in like a couple of days, though. You get it in a couple of days. Think of the attention you could get on somebody saw that as a video, even though it's really not true. It's still about eyes on your content. That's what I'm saying. Yo, how do we get the lion? It's coming soon. We got to figure it out. Listen, and this is why I'll talk more about it on the call, because to make this, the mold is super expensive. So that's why I'm like, all right, let's get this community fund going so we could get this, because that's crazy. That's crazy. Subscription everywhere. That's why I started my video off of like, yo, I spend a lot of money on subscriptions. I spend a lot of money on subscriptions. You feel me? You just spoke the Bard song. I really like it. I really shush. Anyways, side note. We need the black and white Lions behavior hat. What? Black and white? What black and white? With the LB? Or what you mean? What you mean? Side note, yes or no? Has anybody tried this? Has anybody tried this? So I just bought this. I'm waiting to get it. But let me show you the video that was like, okay, I'm gonna get this, right? And so, hold on. Because Okay, so let me tell you the goal. The goal is to increase my focus and productivity, right? And I'm not going to lie, even though I can put like focus mode on my phone, I'm still going on these social media apps. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm still going on these social media apps. Okay. So let me show you the video that I saw that was like, oh, I may have to get this. So hold on.
Basically, this brick sucks up Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, puts it into here, and the only way that I can access those apps after locking it is by physically tapping my phone to the brick. Because of the brick, I feel way more focused, way more present, and more in control of my distractions. All right, how does this work? Inside the brick app, you manually select the apps that you want to be blocked. And the beautiful thing about this compared to other app blockers is that you cannot bypass the block unless you go and tap your brick. They're very smart about this, and they've built in a couple emergency unbricks in case you find yourself needing to do that. But for the most part, you cannot bypass the lock, and that is what makes the brick so powerful. Ever since getting the brick, I've really been enjoying being in the driver's seat again of like my attention and where my focus goes, and I have a better grip on my distractions now. Go try one for yourself. It's genuinely been a game changer. Basically, this brick.
So I'm excited, right? Why not just don't go on your phone? Because it's not that easy. So because of what I do, I have to be on my phone, right? I create content on my phone and things like that. So I can't just not have my phone, right? I have a mom and a grandma that anything can happen to at any moment. I need to have my phone, right? But I like the idea of it. So I bought one, right? I bought one. And hold on, let me show you something. Hold up. Let me get my phone. Just don't use it. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a fact. Well, I was gonna be, so here's my thought. So I'm gonna have it on my refrigerator. So I work upstairs, right? So I work upstairs. This is the upstairs. This is the vibe. Downstairs, right? I'm going to put the brick over there, right? And so I have to be intentionally going over there to unlock this. I'm probably not going to do that too often during my work mode, right? So I think this is going to be really, really dope to try. So I should get it this week. So by next Monday, I should tell you all about it. I'll put the link in for anybody else who wants to try. It's like $59. That's why I was like, oh, I'm trying this, right? Once again, they're not paying me. They're not paying me at all. They're not paying me at all. I just really, so like, but here's the crazy thing. This is how I think, right? So they use NFC technology, which is the same technology that I use for the hat. So if you have the hat, if you get the hat, if you tap the side of the LB, you get exclusive content and access to the community, right? No other hat is doing that at this moment from an educational standpoint. I'll say that from an educational standpoint. So I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I need to look more into that technology. This is how my brain works, right? But I like this idea. I like how you physically have to get up to unlock things. Because you can put a password, and that's easy. Like, if you're not disciplined enough, which when it comes to certain apps, I'm not that disciplined. I'm not going to hold you. Not going to lie. Not going to hold you. But I'm excited about this one. So you don't create directly on any of the platforms. Rarely. I do a lot on CapCut, or I'll do on my computer. But CapCut or my computer, one of the two. Just don't lose it. You know what I mean? I can see me misplacing the brick now. That's why I'm putting it on the refrigerator. You know what I mean? Hear me out. All white, all black hat with the lion cartoon with black and white, in black and white. So all of this is black and this is white? Okay. At least you get some exercise while turning it back on. No, see, I'm getting a break. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. Anyways, all right. Before we leave, does anybody got questions? Does anybody got questions? Kay, are you still on? Because I wanted to bring this one back up. Because I wanted to show you something that I did. So hold on, real quick, fast in a hurry. Real quick. Let me pull up my threads. I'm gonna draw one and show you. Okay. Come on. I'm open for feedback. You know what I mean? I'm open for feedback. I'm only creating stuff that the community wants. I don't want to create anything that I want. I promise you. I don't. The only thing I want is a tracksuit. That's the only thing I want. My tap on the hat doesn't work. So just in case that happens, I put a thank you card and there's a QR code that you can scan too. Because I know some phones, it's a finicky thing when it comes to the NFC. So I got you. That's why I did the QR code as well. So if your phone is cool with NFC tags, you hit that, boom, you'll see a notification pop up, it'll work. And sometimes you got to try a few times. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to try a few times. Yes, I'm on. I wanted to remind you. Okay, cool. Got you. Which app do you recommend that I download first to help me help with my content? I'm going to save that one too. Break that down a little bit more. But I wanted to talk about what Kay talked about. So here's an example of how I'm like present on all different platforms, but in different ways. Okay. So here we go. So if we go, let me go to my YouTube. So, all right. So I did the video about Poppy AI, right? I did the video about Poppy AI. Now, how I did on Instagram for it was I did a carousel. So if you notice, I took the picture from the thumbnail and I made it into a slide. I created this one.
I just discovered an AI.
Then I took a clip from the video and I brought people back to YouTube. So that's one way that I'm trying to stay active on that. Now this one, right? Hold on, Mom said something. Masterclass as usual. She's going to bed. Everybody say goodnight to Mom. Night, Mom. So this one came from a thread that worked. So let me see if I can find it. Here we go. So this one had 4K views. So on Threads, that's pretty good. And I noted, I did a long thread. And so what I did was take this one, the real hack of content creation, knowing yourself first. I made that into an image, and the rest that I wrote about it has now become a caption, right? And it did pretty good. Shout out to Tobe who commented on it. So that's how I'm doing it. Same thing with this one. This was a thread at first, and I turned it into a green screen video. So that's how I'm trying to be present on multiple platforms. So if it's my main 3 platforms are Threads, Instagram, and YouTube. YouTube first, Threads and Instagram. And now I'm trying to get in on LinkedIn because of Poppy AI. So that's how I've been staying active on multiple platforms, but using the same content in different ways, if that makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully that made sense. That's what I used, the QR code. Come on, Mark. Shout out to Mark. I appreciate you. Here we go. What do you say to someone who's great at building products people want, but stuck at how to launch and market them? Asking for a friend. Learn marketing in a way that feels comfortable and authentic to you. I hate selling, right? I hate selling. I ain't gonna hold you. That's why I focus on things that I'm really passionate about. I'm really passionate about Lions behavior. I'm really passionate about some of these tools that I'm using, right? And so it's easy for me to talk about it, and you hear about it and you want to be a part about it, because I don't have to go, okay, and so for $99.99, go and buy this and it had all these benefits and this and that. Nah. I'm in Lions behavior. I'm active in Lions behavior. We're doing it together. I don't want nobody to deal with burnout. I want to help everybody to be consistent. I want everybody to be authentic. I want you to finally have the year that you need. I'm going to teach you everything that I have. And if you rock with that, cool. Go in Lions behavior. Poppy AI has changed my content game. Get that. You know what I mean? And find different ways that's cool with it. Like, that's why I did the hat the way I did, because I didn't want to just sell a hat. I didn't want to just sell merch. So if you tap the LB or you scan the QR code, you'll get exclusive content, and I can update that anytime. So probably next month, once all the hats are sold, I'm going to upload new content for those people who only have the hat. Not if they're inside of the community. There's some people who are inside of the community but don't get access to anything. So that's how I'm able to market a little bit better, is by making it interesting and fun. But that's what authentic to me. You feel what I'm saying? So hopefully that made sense. Hopefully that made sense. You answered my question. Oh, say less. What's your thoughts on Blue Sky? Just another app. I ain't gonna hold you. I haven't really thought about it. It hasn't really struck me like that. You know what I mean? It hasn't really struck me. I ain't gonna hold you. I know you're talking about AI apps like Poppy. Which apps do you recommend that I download for? So if you already have content, this is honest truth. If you don't have content, now I get what you're saying. If you don't have content, stay with ChatGPT. Okay? If you're just starting, Nikki, I'm trying to get my content game for real, I would say start with ChatGPT. Have the conversations. Get it to know you. Like, inside of Lions Behavior, we're writing every single day and putting it inside of ChatGPT. So it gets to know us, but also it allows to spit out different ideas because it knows us, right? And so then I create from those ideas. Once I have a little bit, and it doesn't have to be a lot. Let me tell you that. It could be just like a week's worth of content. Then I'm going to go into Poppy AI. Because what I'm going to do inside of Poppy AI is, and I'll show you exactly. Hold on. Let me do like the Instagram one. Here we go. So what I'm going to do is once I get Poppy AI is put my videos in there, regardless of, so it just knows my tone. Then I'm going to put the videos that I want to be in the field of, that have done very well, that have numbers. And then right here, I'm going to put the content that I want to create, right? Whether it is somebody already did it, but I want to rephrase it into my own words, whether I use an audio note and I say my idea, whether I type out my idea, whatever it may be, then I would use Poppy AI, because the amount of content that is going to come out, like proof right here. Hold on. This live came from an idea that I put audio note right here. Hold on. And here, stop posting daily content. Why top creators post less. Right here. I got it from Poppy AI. I'm not trying to think. You feel me? I'm not trying to think. I'm only trying to use my knowledge and everything for the actual content creation. These ideas, I mean, like, they will drain you. So I will say that first, if that makes any type of sense. Any type of sense. Hold on. That's such a fire concept. I was sold on that. Yeah, no, facts. And if anybody still needs to get Poppy AI, I keep telling y'all. I feel like once y'all get this, it's game over for y'all, because it's game over for me. You know what I mean? It's game over for me. Hold on. You really got free game. Wish you had more subscribers. In due time. I ain't tripping off that. I'm really into just pouring into the people who really rock with me. So, in due time. I have conversations with ChatGPT. Her name is Nicky. Shout out to Mark. You feel me? Shout out to Mark. When you start offering something, I want to use your approach. When I start, be part of people so you have that connection. That's so authentic, I feel. Because people know you are genuine and you do care. I do. I absolutely do. Like, I understand. And this is why, and for anybody, really, for anybody, I want you to try everything. Like, regardless if you're in motivation, education, entertainment, I want you to try to get into everything of the creator economy. That means affiliates. That means courses. That means masterminds. That means challenges. That means merch. That means your own business. That means all of these other things, right? I want you to try everything. For the simple fact, I want you to know what doesn't work for you. I want you to know what doesn't work for you. Hold on, we got another sale. Shout out to Jessica. Jessica got a hat. What do we have? One more? We have one more hat left. We selling out? What are we doing? We selling out tonight? What are we doing? Shout out to, that's fire. That's fire. But yeah, that got me excited. So okay. So I want you to try everything so you know what you don't want to do, right? Like, for me, and if y'all haven't noticed, there are these marketers that will do all these free challenges to then upsell you to like a $7,000 frame. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, it's just not genuine of me. Like, I don't like all of this is worth $10,000 and for tonight it's only $425. I can't do that. It irks me. And so I'm on a journey to figure out different ways to monetize that feels authentic to me, but very transparent to the community. And so that's why I showed the numbers with YouTube. That's why I share, hey, we got like one more hat, and then I gotta, oh wait, I think we're sold out. Hold on, what just happened? What just happened? Did we just sell out? Hold on, wait. We sold out. Hold on. Wait. I wasn't expecting that tonight. I wasn't expecting that tonight. Hold on. What just happened? What just happened? I'm checking. Hold on. Yo. We're sold out. Yo. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Hello. Wait. How did that just... Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm clipping this up. I mean... Yo. That's round two. Yo. Wow. Yeah. That's wild, dog. That's wild. That's wild. Okay. It's turn up season. It's turn up season now. Yeah, that's wow. I was not expecting that. Okay. Yo, that's yeah. So who got the last one? Hold on. Can I shout them out? Hold on. Who's that? Sharon? Sharon, you in the building? Cause you about to make me cry. Y'all need to stop with this. Okay? Like, y'all need to stop with this. That's crazy. That's wild. That's, yeah. Oh my God. What was the name of the tech that you use on your hat again? NFC. You know what I mean? We got to wake mommy back up. Tell her. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me tell my mom. Hold on. We sold out. I'll tell her. We sold out. Hey. Hold on. I don't think she's up. I think she knocked out. I think she out. Hey, she's here. Come on. Yo, I gotta find something random to send you because you were the last. Thank you for. Hold on. I'm gonna find random stuff for the people who bought it tonight. So Gail, Keith and T, Jessica, and I'm gonna find something. I don't know what I got. So if you get something super random, like a random note, thank you. Okay. Thank you. All right. Wow. You know what I mean? Wow. Sometimes I don't feel you can be genuine talking people down a funnel. Are these tactics getting outdated, or is it always about the creator? Oh, it's always about the creator. It's not getting outdated. People are still making a lot of money. Like a lot of money. Shout out to Nicky. I see you, Nicky. Thank you for the super chat. But let's talk about it. People are making a lot of money on these funnels. Like, I wish, low key, I can do that. Not saying I can't. I really got to find a genuine way. Because what I don't want to do is that fake, like, lifestyle, let's do 17 different challenges. Let's sell you to, like, so real talk, real conversation, right? We had a mastermind last year in Puerto Rico, right? And now I'm like, yo, real talk. When we do something like that again, I want it to be full of like different activities. I don't want it to be where they're just sitting in a room and where there's different sessions. Like, let's go on a walk together. We can then brainstorm while we're walking. Let's do different adventures. Let's be humans, because for one, I don't go outside very often anyways. You know what I mean? And so there's a lot of things that if I was a typical person, it'd be $5,000 of mastermind in state, $10,000 in state. I just don't talk to that audience. Like, I talk to like real people. And I create results regardless if I charge 17 million people or $7. Like, it's a struggle. I'm telling you this real quick. Like, this is why I probably need like a super business manager. But because every creative needs like an operator. But I really just want to stay genuine with what I do. And I really feel that with Lion's behavior, it can grow into, if you hear the conversations that we have, right? If you hear the conversations that we have, it's wild. Now from an education side, like with that's why I have Deeper Than the Brand. So we have like 2 tiers. We have the experience and we have the elite circle. And so with the experience, that's where I'm able, $50 a month. You get weekly challenges. You're inside. We do lives every Friday. I'm answering all questions. It's a vibe, right? From an educational side. But from the experience side of like, how do we learn and connect and still do what we need to do and still have life? I feel like Deeper Than the Brand is like my geek side. That's like I just zone in on that. But Lion's behavior allows you to be flawed. Like Deeper Than the Brand, you're like, I gotta come work. Lion's behavior allows you to be flawed but confident. It's like you have to be, if you know, you know. Like it's now starting to be one of those, if you're in there, you understand it. So, like I said, I've been, the funnel thing is a struggle for me. And I'm on a journey of finding different authentic ways to make money. And I know that's going to be a little bit of a longer version, like a longer road, but I'm okay with that. Because, yeah, I'm not, because of how genuine I am, like, I'm not missing any blessings, if that makes sense. Like, if you're a good, genuine person, I've noticed that with different creators, that if you are genuine and like you are really pouring into people, like you're not going to miss a blessing. Like, you're not stressing. Could things be better? Of course. I mean, but for the lifestyle that I live, I'm chill. I'm good. So yeah, shout out to y'all. We going over 2 hours and 80 of y'all are still with me. You feel me? I don't even know how we do this every Monday. We do this every Monday. So shout out to Granny T. You know what I mean? And that's another, okay, one more rant. And that's the blessing if that I can talk to, like, because of what I do, I have a 16-year-old, I forgot how young she is, but we have like a 12 to 16-year-old inside of the community. And then we have Granny T, right? I'm not saying she's the oldest, but I'm saying she's Granny T. That's what matters to me. You feel what I'm saying? Creating an environment that anybody can come in and feel like themselves and still execute. And because my whole thing is, I want whatever's in your head to bless other people, because it wasn't downloaded in your head for no reason. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I figured out who I am is good enough. And so I want other people to move in that same kind of vibe of like, I don't care if you knit. I don't care if you stream. I don't care if you play Legos or you build construction trucks. I don't care what you do, as long as you show people what you do, because it's going to bless somebody. And if I can create an environment and different products and different tools that will allow people to move in their authentic self and create without necessarily overthinking, like we see with a Keith Lee, like we see with Madi, if we super creative, like we see with Roberto, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? Would you consider making a lioness hat with the lashes and I don't know about that one. I don't I'll do something for the ladies for sure. I don't know if we're modifying the lion in that way. But I'm definitely going to do something for the ladies, cuz here's the thing, low key, shout out to all the ladies who bought the hat and was like, Nicky, I don't even rock hats, but I rock with you. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing is not going to be dropping another hat. It's going to be more for everybody. You know what I mean? That could probably, but I can't modify it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. But I will be taking feedback for what we are doing. Like, what does the ladies want specifically? What do the males want specifically? Yeah, I got y'all with that. I did, but yeah, I don't know about the lashes. I don't know. I don't know about, but what I will say, this is what's coming next. This is what's coming next. And I if you were on one of the lives, you saw something close to it. But this is what's coming next. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to talk about. But yeah, the black OG hat will come back out eventually. That's the only way you can get inside of the community for now. So that's why that will always be what it is. But we're coming out with more stuff. Anyways, I love you guys. Don't modify, just add to your collection. So you want just lashes. You just want lashes. We're gonna figure it out. I promise you, we're gonna figure it out. Because, yeah, don't get it twisted. I'm a whole female, so like, we gonna figure out something for the ladies. I promise you. I need that damn hat. You should have got it. It was there. It was there. We just sold out. It was there. You feel me? It was there. Yep, my big head struggles to wear it. I have to tilt the joint. I'm done with you. I really wanted tech equipment with the Lion brand. That's what I need to figure out. So you're going to have me here for a little bit. I'm not going to get it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I got to figure out. So my goal is not to just have merch, right? Like, yes, the hat, hoodie, shirt, the whole jumpsuit, the varsity jacket. That's of course, because I want the community to feel proud to be in what they're in and rock with the movement. Absolutely. But I also want to create things that will help people get to the next level, right? So I know one thing, and Nicky knows that I've been working on this. One thing is first going to be an interactive journal. So the same way I'm interactive with the hat, I want to create an interactive journal. So I'm looking into that. But then after that, what else could be created is where I'm open to, right? So yeah, I got you. I need that hat. Which hat? Which hat? Which hat? The one that has sold out? Keeping up with y'all keeps my mind functioning. No Alzheimer's. Shout out to Granny. Let me let y'all go. It's Monday night. Let me let y'all go. I love y'all. Y'all make my night every Monday. We're gonna do this next Monday. Not this. Hold on. Let me give y'all an update. So I'm gonna be in San Diego. As y'all saw, speaking. So that the 31st, that Monday, I'll be streaming from San Diego. Okay? I'll be streaming from San Diego. So it'll be a little bit of a different setup. So just to let y'all know. But how about some AR, VR? If I could figure it out, you feel me? If I could figure it out, absolutely. Listen, I'm a team of few. Like it's really me when it comes to all these different ideas and executing everything like that. And I have the support of CJ. Shout out to CJ. I really gotta I gotta figure out how to bless CJ for real. She is amazing. I got Isaiah, I got Candace, I got Kurt, right? That's working in the background when I need them. But the foundation stuff, like, yeah, give me some times. Give me some times. And Lion's Tails. If y'all want that, I'll make that. I don't know how I feel about Lion's Tail. But if you want that, Nicky, I need that varsity jacket. I'll pay. I need that too. I'm trying to figure out the vendor now. You feel me? This two things I'm trying to get. So if y'all like know my style when I speak, I normally am in like a tracksuit kind of situation. I love those things. So I'm trying to get that, and I'm trying to get the varsity jacket. The person who used to do my varsity jackets is trash. I'm not going to name their names, but they're trash. So I need, you need a tech department. I need a team, doggy. Like a team that is dedicated to this, right? I need to get enough money to get CJ off of her 9 to 5 so she could be 20. I don't want 25. I want her full time with this. That's why it's important that I figure out the monetization side, right? So I'm building the foundation. Y'all know Q1 and Q2 is building the foundation of Lion's behavior and getting that system and that lifestyle. And then Q3, Q4, we're gonna focus on the monetization side to make it 6 figures. That's my goal. That's my goal. And if we do that, you know what I mean? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. So, anyways, I'm telling y'all too much. I'm trimming this part out. I'm trimming this part out. So I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Y'all amazing. Drop the lines in the chat. Drop whatever you want. We sold out. At least get Poppy AI. You know what I mean? At least get Poppy AI. Use the code Nicky. I'll drop that one more time. Get that. And I love you guys. You know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? Tuh.